Hello, it's Deb. I am here because I wanted to give you the 411 or the 101 or the something about my book tour that's coming up. So, for those of you who are coming out to see me for the Blackbird Oracle book tour, I just wanted to give you just a little bit of information about what's going on with the tour and why we've made some of the decisions and what it might be that you can expect when you get there. So the first thing is, as most of you know, I actually have a list because I don't have a great attention span at the moment. So basically, as many of you know, I've had a few health scares over the recent years. And so I am just not physically able to go to as many places as I have before. In the past, I would do 22 cities in about 24 days. And this body just can't do it anymore. So what we are doing is having bigger events in fewer venues. And the reason for that is to get as many of you into a room to see me as who might be able to get there by plane, train, or automobile. Or hey, for some of you, I'm talking to you if you live in Davis, California, you can just walk to the high school and see me there. So please don't think that I've ignored wonderful cities like Atlanta, Miami, Nashville, Austin, Denver, all of the cities that I just absolutely love visiting. I know you're there. There will be a paperback tour next summer. And so I just want to sort of encourage you to think that, okay, maybe not this time, but maybe next time. And one of the events, the event in Dallas, will actually be live streamed. So if you want to get tickets to the live stream, go on the Dallas event site where you're going to be able to actually get on and virtually attend, even if you can't physically attend. So a few more things. I know this puts a burden on all of you, right? Because I'm asking you to drive and travel to see me. There's only one of me and there's lots of you. And I am just hopeful that for many of you, you might be able to knock off work maybe a little bit early, maybe be able to go out and do a little road trip, time-honored summer tradition. I am certainly the child of road trips. My father used to pack us in a car on a Friday. We'd drive to Maine overnight. We'd spend Saturday in Maine and drive back to Philly on Sunday. It was crazy, but I am a veteran of the road trip. So, if you're about an hour away from an event, maybe even two, if you've got a buddy who wants to go shotgun with you, please do that. Listen, childcare. I get childcare, guys. It's a thing. Babies and children are welcome at events. I warn you now, if a baby cries, I will want to hold it. So you do have to just let me know. Just give me like the look if you don't want me like giving your baby cuddles. I've been told that I have an extremely sleepy effect on babies, and I will just wander around with them in my arms until they get quiet. I don't care. Your children, I know, are all beautifully behaved, and they all are readers, so they can bring a book and sit. Please don't worry about that aspect of it, or like, I can't go, I can't get childcare. We love kids. Check out my tour photos. I am so in love with kids. There are so many pictures of me at tour stops holding babies. Now that I'm 60, I'm going to call this granny lust because I don't have kids of my own. I got to use yours. Okay, so here's the other thing. The talk itself, because I really want to hear from you guys, because it's been a while since I've seen you, I'm going to give like a 20-minute talk. There will be no spoilers. And then there's going to be 40 minutes for your questions. And I am going to answer everything I can answer as long as it's not a spoiler. If it's a spoiler, like in chapter 11, or I couldn't believe at the end when, I'm going to just cut you off because no spoilers. People are coming to a book event and many of them have not downloaded every single iteration of the book from audiobook to Kindle. They're getting their book on the night of, and fair enough, it's a book event. Okie doke. And then what you'll do is you'll pick up a signed book if you've ordered it, and you will get into the photo line. Okay, so this is the big thing. I am not signing books on the night. And here is why. I really love one-on-one time with you. I love chatting with you. If I'm seeing 500 people in Boston, like user 405-863-902-433, 500 people are going to be there. 500 people, I can't sign those books and get you back home in any kind of reasonable fashion. It's going to be warm. You're going to be cranky. I'm going to be exhausted. Instead, I'd rather put my energy out in the question period and then enjoy a little one-on-one time with you. So no signed books on the event, no personalizations on the event. And sadly, this means backlist titles too. If you want a signed book, you either need to get it from the event, or you need to have ordered a signed copy, or you need to call your local independent bookstore, because y'all, I signed thousands of books and they actually went off into lovely independent bookstores all over America. But here's the thing, I don't know where they are. So if you call your local independent bookstore, just ask them, are you expecting signed copies of the Blackbird Oracle? And if so, can I pre-order one? And they'll be able to do that for you. So what you're going to do is basically pick up your signed book. There will be backlist copies that are signed for those of you who are new to the series. Maybe you've come from the television. Maybe you were 12 when I first came out with these books and now you're in your 20s and you want to get a set. You should be able to also get signed backlist copies, and that includes The World of All Souls, because some of you, hi Christy, thanks for saying hi. I met you at Mount Holyoke. That's so cool. And so what you're going to do is pick up the book, and then you're going to get in a queue and you're going to do what's called a step and repeat. It's very Hollywood. We are going to have a professional photographer. There is going to be a barcode thingamajiggy, or like a QPR code or something like that. The wiggly codey thing. And you're going to basically go up. You're going to stand with me. We're going to have a chat. We're going to pose for a picture. We're going to be in front of one of those amazing backdrops like some of you saw in England. The American one is pretty amazing too. I love it. And we'll pose, we'll chat, you'll get a picture, you'll move off, you'll scan the little barcode thingamajiggy reader with your phone, and phones will miraculously appear. Here's the thing, we're going to be standing up next to each other. So no more of that wackiness where like we're all scrunched over and I'm like this and you're leaning over. We're not going to do that. We're going to have gorgeous photos. The other thing this means is that Kat doesn't have to actually touch 100,000 different photos, power them on, everything. Oh, hi, Sarah Kat. I see you got a little something in the mail lately. Yeah. That's what I'm privileging, my one-on-one time with you and my questions with you. And I want to also say one more thing. If you need extra time for any reason, consider me to be American Airlines, right? Just come to the podium, find a member of staff, look for Kat or Jill or Bridget. For those of you who know, they're traveling with me. If you're in the All Souls group or if you've seen them at previous events, you're going to recognize them. They'll be lurking around with a bottle of water and my signing pens in case I need them. Just walk up to them and say, hey, listen, I need a little bit of time. While everybody's picking up their books and get it sorting, I will come to you. There is absolutely no reason for you, unless you really want to get in the line and do all the things. This means if you're traveling with small children or babies, if you have a stroller, a little rollator pusher thing, if you're in a wheelchair, or if you just, for whatever reason, don't want to get into the line, please just let somebody know once you arrive, and we are going to we may put you in a specific section of the room just so I can get to you easier. And I'm going to come to you. We're going to pose for pictures. We will do the whole thing, and you won't miss a minute of it, and you won't have to feel like your experience is limited because of any kinds of accessibility issues. I am totally familiar with accessibility issues given my past couple of years, and I get it. So with that said, come as you are, dress up, make sure you're hydrated, Expect the bookstore staff to be lovely, just as I expect you to be lovely to the bookstore staff. They're actually, putting on a big show. They've paid for external venues, they've paid for extra staff. Please treat the bookstore staff with compassion. I know it's hot. I know you may be hangry. I know you may be thirsty. So think of all those things before you get in there. And here's what's going to happen when you get into that event if you've never been to one before. You are going to have an amazing time among other members of the All Souls family, including me. And for those of you who have been to events before, I can't wait to see you again. My memory is a little bit funky because of all my chemotherapy. So if I can't recall a name, but I say things like, I know I've met you before, please forgive me. I used to have a really great memory for names and faces, but everything changes. Endings, beginnings change. So there you go. That's the 101 411 on book tours. I hope to see you very soon. Please know that many of the beginning events, I think that Boston is nearly sold out. New York is sold out. Raleigh is sold out. Naperville is sold out. There are still tickets for Tulsa, for Dallas, for Houston, for La Jolla, Huntington Beach, Davis, California, and Seattle. So for that second half of the tour, which is really my stomping grounds. You never know who's going to turn up on that part of the tour. I got lots of friends in California and Texas, and you just don't know who's coming. So it'll be fun, and there'll be surprises, and we will have a good laugh and a lot of hugs and a lot of pictures and make a lot of great memories. So see you soon. You're all amazing. Can't wait to be with you. We are All Souls, and we are going to knock this book tour out of the park. Bye.